Hello to all my friends out there. Lunchtime. Okay, so this week I have been making lunches using the Oslo diet that one of the followers sent me. And I thought, wow, you know, this lunch really makes me full. And so, thank you, Melissa. So this lunch was devised in Germany because the children were nutritionally deficient to the point that they couldn't concentrate in school. So it was 2 slices of wholemeal bread spread with margarine, a slice of cheese, 1/2 pint milk, 1/2 apple, 1/2 orange, some slices of raw vegetables, carrots or sweeties, those would be turnips. So I was doing some lunches with sandwich with fruit or salad. So the Oslo diet was probably, and then cod liver oil. The Oslo diet was probably enough food for the children for a whole day. So I made some chamomile tea. So my tea is cold. I don't have any ice cubes. So when I realized that you would not starve if you had good bread, so I spent weeks and weeks when I couldn't find yeast, but you can make bread with soda or baking powder. And if you have margarine, cheese, and milk, and some fruit and vegetables, you can get by. So it's really important to know this, you know, when you're trying to do the stockpile. So it has really affected my stockpile. So what I have left is some of this cheese whiz, and I thought, you know, maybe I can make a halfway decent grilled cheese sandwich with cheese whiz. To use up my cheese whiz, but also, so what I did is I had these breads that are 1.5 pieces of bread, so I cut 1/3 of my bread off, and that's these to make a sandwich every 3 days. And then this is a heel, so I'm going to make a peanut butter sandwich doing that. So what I want to do is I want to be very thrifty. Okay, so in keeping with this Oslo diet devised in Germany, I posted a video of what is going on in Germany. And I was pretty much horrified with what was going on here in the town of La Mesa that I lived in, but it's nothing compared to the protests in Germany. If you haven't seen it, you know, you always think of, oh, Germans are level-headed people. So no matter how bad the circumstance or how unjust circumstances are, catching the COVID is not going to really do you personally any good. So, you know, you have to pick your battles. So, you know, take a look. And in the Bible, prophecies, there's prophecies that Europe would rise up, you know, I think it was some Europeans would rise up against us. And so you might be thinking, wow, you know, like me, how could that ever happen? Well, so I'm going to try, I don't want to waste my cheese whiz. I just want to make a little grilled cheese sandwich. This stuff goes forever, you guys, and it makes good macaroni and cheese. So, you know, if margarine in my freezer and cheese is going to keep me from starving, that is what I would want to stockpile. So I'm just going to make a little grilled cheese sandwich with my cheese. You will notice the food banks give you cheese and peanut butter. So the reason they do that, and you know, they should educate the public a little better as to why they do things. That is so you will get the nutrients you need, you know, like cheese and like nuts. They give you peanut butter. So, and if you eat all your food, that is going to help too. So what I'm going to be doing is, I told you guys, eBay, I had 50 free posts. So, you know, if you don't have any money, it is tricky though, because if you start selling, you have to have the money to send the stuff. And you don't want to get, if they send you something and you couldn't deliver, you want to refund that money immediately. So I went from 50 posts. One of the things I try to do is stockpile grape stuff. This stuff's pretty good, you guys. It's, you know, not the thickest jam, but, you know, it'll do the trick for a tasty little peanut butter sandwich. I'll just make that an open-faced peanut butter sandwich. So now, you know, if you have jam, you know, you're not going to starve out. Oh, my setup is super awful because of my lamp. That's why I haven't been appearing, you guys. I don't want to pay 50 cents for, I mean $55 for a pole lamp. It's not happening, actually. I'm not doing it. So I'm making do with what I have, okay? So this Oslo diet has really affected my stockpiling in a positive way. Get a notebook and write the good comments. I've been busy. Sandwich with fruit or jam, or fruit or salad. If you have jam, you know, you can get by. So I want to show you what I bought for the stockpile today. I bought $40.60 for cans, 64 cents worth of food. So I bought 6 cans. I like cans. Oh, and lucky I didn't buy those cans at the thrift store, August 21. But this stuff will stay good forever if you keep it cool. And then I bought one of these cheese. When I went to the senior food pantry, they gave us one of these cheeses, and this much will last me for a long, long time. You can make sandwiches, macaroni and cheese, any cheese stuff. I'm flipping my sandwiches. So basically, you know, so you can get by. And then I bought one of these powdered milk. So if you have cheese, milk, margarine, and bread, you can get by. Then I bought 7 cans of tuna. And so 7 cans of tuna will give me 14 tuna sandwiches, and those were 68 cents. I'm trying to display everything to you guys. Okay, then I bought 2 jars of peanut butter because you need nuts in your diet for certain nutrients. I'm not sure. I bought 2 cans of peanut butter. They didn't have these yesterday. I bought 1 jar of grape jelly and 1 jar of strawberry jelly. So those can be used for a little fruit if you don't have any fruit. And then I bought 6 cans of Great Northern beans because when I went to buy them the other day, there wasn't any. I mean, I couldn't find any at the Walmart I went to, so I wrote it out for you guys in big letters. Here is what I bought. This is a lot of food. Some of this is enough food. I drink about 8 cans and use in cooking. 8 cans of, yikes, I want to burn my sandwiches. 8 cans of powdered, if I use evaporated milk, those 8 cans would last me quite a while. These pouches of 10 are probably the cheapest way I think you can go. I will be searching around, and you want the longest possible shelf life you can possibly get. So if the thing standing at the door of starvation for you is cheese, peanut butter, milk, margarine, you know, then, people, mostly the problem with stockpiling is the people are kind of unschooled who, do the stockpiling video, myself included. One thing that's really helped me too is Disabled and Prepping's hauls she got from the various pantries. Well, the haul I got at the various pantries, well, the pantry and the senior food bank. So now let me taste this. Okay. And then you're eating cereal and milk for breakfast. And I tried the meal plan at dinner with 1/4 meat, 1/4 carb, and half a plate of vegetables, but it was like the lunch. It was too much. So I'm going back to my old way of just meat, carb, and a vegetable with, whatever I decide to go with it. Okay, you guys, be careful. Don't get in. Take a look at my Twitter and look at those. I want to mention something about exposure to the COVID. Okay, I was in intensive care with a woman who had pneumonia, and I had pneumonia. I caught it right away. I think what they're saying is why it takes a month is you catch it and then you give it to your whole family and then they give it to everyone they're in contact with. So it doesn't take any 14 days to pick up pneumonia. You can pick it up pretty much immediately. I had toxic shock and I was sicker longer, but not sicker. I was sicker with the toxic shock, almost killed me. But I was sicker longer with the pneumonia, and it only took me 1 day to pick it up. And taking your babies and small children is insane. So what we can expect, okay, so I'm watching Europe, I'm watching China. China is suppressing their news, so who knows. I'm watching Mexico to see what's happening there with the COVID because we're very close to the Mexican border. And I'm watching San Diego where I live. And so in San Diego, I thought we had massive crowds until I saw Germany. I can't believe it. Germans are supposed to be a little bit well balanced, you would think. But who knows what's going on economically. Oh, I posted a good video for you guys to see, and it was a minister. And he says we have a year a year of grace to prepare, and his message is prepare, and I agree. If you haven't started preparing yet, say, okay, how can I work this food storage stuff into the meals I already eat that I like, and stockpile food that's going to get you by somehow. If you can't stand the processed cheese, then, consider cheese and lunch meat. That's what I always had. But if you realize the cheese, the milk, and the margarine is going to save you and bread from starvation, then, maybe stockpile some cheese. Okay, you guys, please like, comment, and subscribe, and God bless you all.